Since we announced our penetration testing services, I've had a lot of people reach out asking me, what are we doing different? Most people know I've been running pen testing teams for the last decade. And if you couple that with the knowledge Morrisec is all about providing actual business outcomes, it makes sense we would have done something different. There's a few key areas, but I want to keep this video super short, so I'll just go into the main factor. Thinking about any penetration test you've ever had, you engage a company, they test your in-scope systems and networks, and they provide a report on the technical vulnerabilities they've found within those assets. They provide the risk to your business and then some remediation advice. Now you can go out and fix these vulnerabilities, which is what most people do. But what about assessing why those vulnerabilities were there in the first place? What's the root cause? Take a most common example we see in tests all the time, such as a finding of an unpatched system. You can patch that system, but there's a reason that system was unpatched in the first place. And that's most likely a breakdown in your patch management processes, or it could just be that you had an untracked asset that wasn't on your asset register. You can fix the vulnerability, but if you don't fix the root cause behind why that vulnerability was there in the first place, the next pen test, you'll see the same issue in the same system, or you might see it in other systems. And what about the other systems outside the scope of this test you just did? How many of them are unpatched because there's governance issues around asset and patch management in your organization? This is where we differ. Sure, we provide point vulnerabilities so you can fix them as soon as possible, but our penetration testers don't work in a silo. Our other team members across Morrisec have a lot of skills, be that in GRC, development, IT, AppSec, DevSecOps, and a lot of other skills on the business side as well on how these sort of vulnerabilities affect the business. And this experience is integrated into our penetration testing process. This is something we wanted to do for years, but we just couldn't achieve this in larger siloed companies. Each technical vulnerability is analysed across the team and also in collaboration with the client. This allows the identification of underlying root causes. So our reports don't just provide technical vulnerabilities, they also provide overarching risks to go on your risk register. This ensures root causes and potential systemic issues are addressed across the business, not just for those in-scope assets that were tested. This equates to real improvement, knowledge transfer to your teams, increased maturity in the reduction of repeat vulnerabilities and future tests. This is where penetration tests start providing real business value and true return on your investment. So if you want to hear more about how we've changed the pen testing landscape, just reach out. Always open for a chat.